Hey guys, this is Connors from Gunroom.tv, and today we're taking a look at a rifle package from Highland Outdoors. Now this entire rifle package here is only £949.99. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second. But for that money you get everything you see here: a rifle, scope and a moderator. So the rifle is a Howa Contractor VT Combo, and this particular one is chambered in 243. However, it's also available in 223, 22250, 308, 6mm and 6.5 Creedmoor. So if you want a rifle package for sub £1,000 with a scope and a mod, this is probably the one to get, especially if you're just starting out. Let's talk a little bit about the gun itself. We have a heavy profile barreled action in a polymer stock with a Swedish made RCC Reflex moderator at the front. This moderator is in 30 caliber, and this is the one that's supplied on the 243 Winchester that we have here. The package has a lifetime guarantee. Let's also talk a little bit about the scope, because it's quite interesting. The scope is a Nikko Stirling, and whilst some of you might balk at that, I personally am controversially a fan of Nikko Stirling. This scope is not a top end scope. At 100 yards on 16 power, I am getting some colour fringing and a little bit of haze, but for glass that comes on a gun for sub £1,000 and a mod, it's really not that bad, and it does leave you quite a bit of room for improvement later on down the line when you're ready to buy your own optic. So let's talk a little bit more about that price point. Now the retail on this is £1,310.99, but it's currently available from any Highland Outdoors dealer for £949.49. And of course, if you do want to pick one up for yourself, I can recommend Blue Fieldsports, whose range we are currently on to do some shooting. Speaking of shooting, I think we should get to it. Let's get this zeroed in and see how it groups. So we've got a grouping with the Sako 55 grain, and it's not looking too bad at all. But now let's see how it does with the Federal 95 grain. Right, so that's 5 shots with the 95 grain Federal ammo. It does look very nice. Seem to have one flyer, but overall the group looks good. Let's head on down to the other end and show you what those groups look like. Right, so we're down at the target. Let's have a look at these groups. We've got a nice sort of 1.1¼ inch group with the 55 grains and a sub 1 inch group with the 95 grains with one flyer. Let's talk a little bit about that flyer, because I don't think it's down to the rifle, the mod or the ammo. Now, with a scope like that, you are going to have some parallax error, and there is enough parallax error to push you out to get a flyer like this every now and again. But that being said, this is still minute of deer, even with that parallax. So this is a extremely good value rifle package for anyone looking to get started or anyone looking for their first deer rifle. It's even probably a half decent target rifle, especially if you do decide to upgrade the scope later on down the line. So we've done some shooting. Now let's talk a little bit more about the Howa VT Contractor Combo package. The rifle itself is quite nice. The bolt is smooth, smoother than some more expensive rifles, and the lockup from those two forward locking lugs is nice and tight. The moderator is pretty good. I would still say you'd need some sort of ear protection whilst shooting it, but it certainly takes away some of the crack of that 243 Winchester. It is good, but it's one of those things that's got scope for upgrading later down the line. Although with that being said, I wouldn't be in a rush to change it out because it's a perfectly good moderator. The scope, this Nikko Stirling 4-16 by 50 scope, is not too bad. It's pretty good considering you get it as part of a sub £1,000 package. Like I said, there is some colour fringing at 100 yards and some parallax issues, but I don't think that's too bad for what you're getting for the money. Do want to add that the scope rings here, they say these are match scope rings. I'm not so sure about that, but the quick detach function on them is very nice. You have some little swivels here that you can use by hand. I don't know if it's a return to zero rail, but I would say being a Picatinny rail, it's not going to be too far off. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video on this Howa Contractor VT Combo package. It is a cracking bit of kit for the price point, considering you get everything that you see here, not including the ammo. It's available from any good RFD as well as Blue Fieldsports. If you've enjoyed watching this video and you want to see more, don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been Connors with Gunroom.tv. Shoot fast, don't miss.